Man. Whew. That thing is sweet. Welcome to Good Works Tractors. From snow to mow, Good Works Tractors is the place to go. Shop goodworkstractors.com, subscribe to our channel below, like our Facebook page, and stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Take a look at this sweeper here. This thing is killer. Sweepster by Paladin. I'm not gonna lie, I actually bought a tractor recently because it had this sweeper on there. I just wanted to get a broom in. Wanted to try one out. And actually, I'm gonna try this thing out on my lawn. See how it does for dethatching. This is a 2019 model. Says it underneath. Well, let me get that. Here we go. Here's a look at the data plate there. What is it? Paladin. Got the serial number, model number, year manufactured 2019. This is a manual angle. I guess you can get a hydraulic angling kit. As far as I can tell, I haven't even adjusted it, but I think you just pull this out and you can swing it out the other way and have it angle straight or 30 degrees other direction. That's what I'm told, but I was excited, so I just hooked it up and wanted to try it out. And that thing is, I mean, I'm telling you, it is wicked. Cleaned out this pothole for the most part, a few little bit of pieces there around the edges. I can probably do another pass over and clean that up. And this is also, from what reading online, I don't sell these by the way, but reading online, you can reverse the gearbox somehow. You can flip it over or something, I don't know, but you can make it so that you can go this way with it. You know, right now it's pushing, you know, so you have to drive backwards and blow away, but you can change that rotation and get it to go this way. But just did a couple passes over on this far side here. Thing is just killer. I mean, but it makes a mess. I might have to wear like a face mask next time. So I did some dethatching in my lawn earlier today, and we'll take a look at that in this video. I did a test area here. This was the back 40, so to speak. The farthest area away from the house, the bumpiest area of the lawn, but still nice grass. Just an area that I've got to improve in a lot of different ways. And so ended up taking the power broom, which is a pretty sweet thing. I got it from, or in with a tractor that I bought recently. I actually bought the tractor because it had the power broom on it. And I really wanted to try one out. I wanted to see how it would do dethatching. And there's a look at the rest of the lawn right there that's not been dethatched or broomed. And this section over here, it looks pretty beat up. You know, there's a fine layer of dirt and dust that's on top. And it's been ripped up in some spots. You know, a lot of little small clumps that have been taken out. It almost looks like it's been aerated, even though it definitely has not. So I went one pass that went back and forth this way. And it didn't do a great job. There was still a ton of thatch that was built up down there. And so decided to do a crisscross pattern, and I went back and forth this way. And that pass really did a good job. I mean, if I reach down here and look, there's still some thatch that's in there, you know. But man, this stuff was thick. If we go over here and take a look, you know, you can see different areas. It didn't rip out everything, but it ripped out a lot of that buildup. Go over here into the undethatched, or do you call this thatched? I don't know. But I mean, it's poofy almost because it's so much thatch that's down there. And I mean, you can just keep pulling it up out of here. There's a ton of it that's down there. And so got rid of a whole bunch of that. And maybe really, you know, there's some, I just pulled that grass out. These kinds of clumps, I think, probably are the ones that the broom tore out. You know, that was the clumps that were not very well rooted in there. So I'm going to give this 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, and we'll see how it looks. I'll probably run the mower over it tomorrow or the next day. You know, it's still getting irrigated. I do need to overseed this fall as well, but I want to see how it responds before I do the rest of the lawn. you know, it was a little bit nerve-wracking. So the first thing I did a test area that was in this section on the hill right up here, and so that's really bad grass up there that's not getting fertilized or anything else. And when I turned it on, I actually had it in place for a minute, and that's what happened. So you definitely want to keep it moving if you have it turned on. So this is the untreated portion of the lawn. I did this section first just to try it out. And I feel like it rips out a lot of weeds. There's still some weeds in here, but I feel like it rips out a ton of weeds. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Because this was a very dense section, like over there. I mean, you can see the weeds from here, I think. And it's mostly just grass. I mean, there's still weeds in there, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Something I've been wanting to try out. You know, I mean, brooms are a handy tool, but it seems like they're kind of limited, you know. I mean, you can use them for certain types of snowfalls, cleaning up parking lots, that kind of thing. I wanted to see if it really worked well as a dethatcher or not. And it seems to. Now this stuff that you see on top here is just the buildup that the sweeper had on it that was just periodically falling off. So I think when I drive over this with my mower with the bagger on it, it'll just suck that stuff right up. I'm not too worried about that. It does look rough though, and I think I used too big of a tractor. Typically I am not concerned about driving a 4 Series, but it's pretty wet this time of year, pretty soggy, and the soil was fairly soft. I don't feel any depression, so maybe it's just the sand or the grass that got pushed down a little bit, but you can kind of see the tracks. Okay, so I just wrapped up the test area here in my lawn in the back corner here to try out the sweepster here and see if it works as a dethatcher. I think I am impressed. I don't really know for sure. There is some turf damage where there's a lot of bare spots, and there's small spots. They're not huge patches that are gone by any means, but there's a lot of thinned out areas, and maybe that's just what is going to happen. You know, I mean, I am trying to dethatch, and it's got to get down in there and get all that stuff out. And so I'm not too worried about it, I don't think. I think it's going to recover. And so I'll give it 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, and we'll see how it looks. I did have to make 2 passes, so I went back and forth this way and wasn't really happy with the results. I put my hands down in a few different areas, and there was still a lot of thatch buildup. And so decided to do another pattern or another cut this way and crisscross it, and I'm really pleased with that. And so when I did a couple test areas there looking for thatch, it was virtually all gone for the most part, and that's when I saw more of the bare spots show up as they were getting a second pass on there, which makes sense. The first pass probably loosened some areas up, and the second one just totally, you know, obliterated the loose areas. So so far so good. I like this. I was excited to do this. It is fall, so this is the time of year that if you're going to stress your lawn a little bit with renovation, it's the time that you want to do it. And so I am potentially going to aerate again this fall as well. We'll see how that goes. I may just overseed and go on from there, but I need to do some serious top dressing in this area as well. You might have seen it in the video, but it's bouncing all over the place. It's a terrible ride when I'm mowing, and it's scalping all over the place as well. So I need to do some major leveling here. Been looking forward to using it all year. Hopefully you can get an idea if you can use a broom for your lawn to dethatch, or if you want to take that risk or not. I think mine is going to be just fine. I'm not overly concerned about it, especially because of the time of year that I did this, but time will tell. We'll see. If it turns out well, I'm going to do the rest of my lawn. So thanks so much for watching. If you would, take a moment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, check out goodworkstractors.com, and have a great day.